Hello friend, welcome to my YouTube channel Mechanical Design Atta. In this video, we will create the tank mode, that is upper and lower tank mode. So in this video, you will know how to decide the parting line and how to design the rotational molding, rotational mold. So in the previous video, we have modeled the tank with complete model. If you are not seen the video, you can check out the tank modeling video, and after that you can create the model. So here I am creating the top plane for the tank. So I am giving the name tank top. So here I have created in the model, that is tank model. Now I'm creating the parting line plane. So I'm splitting into two half, that is mold here, uh, around 8, not 800, 780, not 780, above the 720, yeah, 730 we can keep here. Okay, 740. Here is the plane offset from top, that is our parting line. You can give the name in property, that is parting line, and say okay. Now you have decided the parting line. So we are constructing the all the features for the molding, for the mold, creating the mold. So in the family table, for the model itself, for the mold construction only, we will create the one more instant. So I am giving here the mold model. So this is our in the mold model, all the construction for the mold is in that model only. So like that you can do, because in the in the complete tank product, that is a complete tank only. So remaining mold construction in the instant. So here I don't want shell here, so you can delete the shell feature, because for the mold we don't need the hollow product. So that's why I'm deleting here shell. So in the tank model, if you see here, the complete model is here with the shell. The tank model is with the shell, and the mold model is without shell, that is N. So this is a mold model. You can save this, you can regenerate this one. Once you regenerate, you won't get that one warning. After that, you can hide the layers if you want. And so this is a mold model I'm opening. So it is without shell. So now here you can perform the mold construction commands. So here I am taking the curve for the parting line. So this one is a parting line for the tank, and with the help of intersect, I have selected the surface and the parting line plane, and the curve is generated now. This curve is a parting line curve. And now here we can create the flange. So sketch on the parting line and use that curve with I need offset. Select the offset and select the complete curve with the help of loop. So here it is a 70 mm offset. You can make it as 100. So this is a flange length 120. Another offset. And this circle is for the pitch circle diameter for the bolting, that is for hole in the flange. So here you can edit the, you can change the name, that is flange. Okay, and now I want the whole feature for the whole feature for the flange. So here I'm taking the reference of the pitch circle. Now add the hole. So I want this extruded hole in the surface, because these all surfaces I need these all surfaces in the upper and the lower mode. So I want is in surface only. So I am taking here as a surface. So this is our basic mold construction for the rotational mold design. So this is for the bolt. You can rename the feature. That is for bolt. You can rename like that. So now our mold construction is completed. Now we can proceed easily. Now the step is very easy. You have to just create the new part. That is, I am here creating the tank top mold. Here I need that mold model. So here, with the help of copy geometry, I am calling the instant with the default, and here you can select the surfaces. I need complete tank model in solid surfaces, that is complete is in the solid. Now I also want these bolt surfaces also, hole surfaces also, and I want curve also. In the chain tab you can select the curve, and in the reference tab you can select the parting plane. So I need these things, so you can say OK. So whatever things you want, you can select from the copy geometry, and you can call whatever you want. So I want these things, and we can proceed with these things, and we can create the top mold for the tank. Now you can extrude this complete curve. Now I have extruded this one. Now the process is very simple. This is very, if you See here, and extruded the flange diameter up to this one in the solid. Now I want to remove the tank from this solid block. Okay, so select the quilt, this one, and say solidify, and see here in the remove. Now you can see that the block having the cavity. Now I want to build the flange thickness or the mold thickness. So here I am taking 8 mm. You can see that 8 mm is possible here. Now I have removed the side surfaces, and here you can see that the mold having the top mold having the 8 mm thickness, and say OK. Now we need to remove the this quilt from this flange, because we want the hole in the flange. Here you can have selected the flange surfaces and offsetted the value, that is 4 mm, because I want the flange thickness 12 mm. 12 mm is minimum, I think. So 8 and these 12 mm I increases, that is flange length is now 20. Now flange length is 20 and the mold thickness is 8. Here you can see that 20 is a flange length and the mold thickness is 8 mm. You can also no need to perform the offset. You can also in the scale command also you can give the variable thickness. Okay, and in the solidify, I have solidified this quilt from this mode, so that it is all holes are created. Now you can give the radius to the outer surface. Here in the outer surface you can give the radius, but for the inner you can't give, because for inner feature it is the mold surface, that is product surface. For outer you can give the radius. Don't give the inner, don't apply the radius to the inner surface, inner side, because that is a product geometry. So we don't allow the product specification won't allow the inside changes in the mold. So outer we can give the radius and all these things. Now we will create the tank bottom mold. So here also same procedure, click on copy geometry, unselect the public geometry and call the instant, that is our mold model. Open it and say default, yes, and take all the surfaces, that is select and right click and say select the surface, say right click solid surface. So all the outer surface is selected. Now quilt, and I want these whole surfaces, and I want the curve, that is in the chain we can select the curve, complete curve, and in the reference we can select the point, axis and the plane. So I'm selecting here parting plane, that is, and that's it, and say OK. Now the same procedure we have to create the block, but for the bottom side. Select the parting plane and sketch. Project the sketch. So now you understood that how we have already created the curve, parting plane and the whole surfaces in the model, because for these are the common things, that is a whole surface is a common, sketch is a common, that's why we have to use for both the, so at if we change in the model itself, it will change in the bottom and the top mode. So like the, for that we have created the all the whole core and the parting plane in a one model. So here I'm applying the thickness here with the help of shell command. 8 mm thickness for the mold. Now here I will show you how to apply the variable thickness. So here it is a 8 mm thickness for all the surfaces. Say OK. Now edit definition, shell command. In the reference, you can go to non-default thickness and select the flange surface. So here for flange surface, we are adding the variable thickness. We want 20 mm. So instead of 8, you can type 20. Now here you can see that the 20 mm for the flange thickness it is increases. For flange thickness it is 20 mm thickness, and for remaining all the surfaces it is 8 mm thickness. So that is our requirement. For 20 mm is a flange thickness and the 8 mm is a mold thickness. Now you can create the hole in the flange. So select the this quilt and say solidify. So by using this quilt, we at a one change only we can update the hole in the bottom and the top, and also there is no misalignment of the hole because this is completely driven by the one model, from the one model. So here I am assembling the mold. Now in the assembly you can call both the top and the bottom mold. Here say default because it is driven by one model itself, so it will place default. So you can call the top and bottom mold and it will place default. So here I have also called the product, but I don't want here the mold model. I want here the our actual model, that is our product, that is tank generic. I want here that is actual product with the shape. So I called like this, and in the section, if you take this section, you can see here the wall thickness is created with the periphery of the mold. So this is a roto mold. This is a roto mold design. So the blue is our actual product. Like that you can create the rotational mold for your design or rotational molding component. And so first create the tank that we already uploaded. and then after that try to create the rotational mold. And suppose you are getting any error, or you are finding some difficulty while creating the rotational molding, you can contact me, or you can leave the comment in the comment box. And if you like this video, you can like this like the video, and you can subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you can get the new notification of newly updated video. And so in the previous video, or the some previous video, I also applied one rotational molding component, that also you can find out. And in upcoming video also I will upload the rotational mold component and the product modeling video also. So here you have to, after that you have to set the all the layers, you have to unhide the all the layers, that it won't show the uh, curve lines and all these things. So complete clean product we want, complete clean modeling we want. So here you can apply the colors like that. Don't put the default colors. So here I'm changing the colors now.